Good morning, students. We hope you are staying home and staying safe. For the meantime, till the schools are not allowed to open, we will study through videos. Today, we will study class 8th maths, chapter 1, rational numbers. Now, a rational number. What is a rational number? A number which can be expressed in the form of p upon q, where p and q are integer and q is not equal to 0. Now, a rational number which can be written in the form of p upon q, where q is not equal to 0. For example, 3 upon 4, 5 upon 6, 7 upon 8, minus 3 upon 2, minus 7 upon 11, minus 13 upon 3. All these examples are of rational number because all these are written in the form of p upon q, where q is not equal to 0. Now move to the properties of rational number. First is closure property. First, addition of two rational number is always a rational number. When we add two rational number, for example a plus b, it will always gives a rational number, where a and b are rational numbers. When we add two rational number, it will always gives a rational numbers. Second, the product of two rational number is also a rational number. When we multiply two rational numbers, it will always gives a rational number. The difference of two rational number is always a rational number. A minus b, it is also a rational number. On dividing two rational numbers is also a rational number. For example, when we divide a upon b, c upon d, it is also a rational number. Now move to the next property, that is commutative property. First one, commutative property for addition. Two rational numbers can be added in order if a upon b and c upon d any two rational number, then now we can say if a upon b plus c upon d is equal to c upon d plus a upon b. A upon b plus c upon d is equal to c upon d plus a upon b. These are equal. Now for example, assume a is equal to minus 2 and b is equal to 3, same c is equal to 3 and d 10, same put the value of c, d and a, b, it will become 3 upon 10 plus a is minus 2 and b is 3. Now we will solve it. The LCM of 3 and 10 is 30. So to make it 30, we will multiply it by 10. We will multiply denominator and numerator both by 10. And we will make it 30, so we will multiply by 3 on both sides, denominator and numerator. Same here, into 3 into 3 into 10 into 10. Now it will become 2 into 10 minus 20 plus 9 upon 30 equal to 3 3 and 9 minus 2 into 10 20 upon 30. This will become minus 20 plus 9. It will become minus 11 upon 30. Same here, minus 20 plus 9, it will become minus 11 upon 30. Both are equal. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. It means rational numbers are commutative under addition, we can say. Rational numbers are additive under addition. Now move to now B for subtraction. Now, commutative property for subtraction of rational number does not hold true. It means A upon B minus C upon D is not equal to C upon D minus A upon B. Now, for example, let A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4, C is equal to 1 and D is equal to 2. C is equal to 1, D 2, A 3 and B 4. Now we solve it. The LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. So make it 4 by multiplying denominator and denominator, multiplying by 2. It will become 3 minus 1 into 2 become 2 upon 4. Same here, LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. So multiply it by 4, multiply by 2 on numerator and denominator both. It will become 2 minus 3 upon 4. Now 3 minus 2, it will become 1 upon 4 and this will become minus 1 upon 4. Both are different. It is of positive and it is of negative. So both are not equal. So commutative property for subtraction of rational number does not hold true. For now we will see for multiplication. Commutative property for multiplication of rational numbers hold true. It means A upon B into C upon D is equals to C upon D into A upon B. For example, let A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 4, D is equal to 3. Same here, C is equal to 4, D is equal to 3 and 2 is equal to minus 2, B is equal to 3. Now multiply 4 into minus 2, it will become minus 8. 3 into 3, it will become 9. Same here, 4 into minus 2, we will multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. So 4 into minus 2, it will become minus 8 and 3 into 3, it will become 9. So commutative property for multiplication of rational number hold true. Now we see for division. A upon B when we divide by C upon D is not equal to C upon D divide A upon B. For example, let A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3, C is equal to 4, D is equal to 5, C is equal to 4, D is equal to 5, A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3. On solving this, we will get 2 upon 3. It will become multiply and will reverse the number. It will become 5 upon 4. Same here, 4 upon 5. Change the sign and inverse the numbers. 2 upon 3 will become 3 upon 2. Now multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator and numerator by numerator. So 2 into 3, 5, it is 5. 2 into 5, it will become 10 upon 12, and it will become 4 into 3 means 12, or 5 into 2 10, which is not equal. So commutative property for division of rational number does not hold true. Now we see third property, associative property. Addition. We see addition for associative property. While adding three rational numbers, they can be grouped in any order if A upon B, C upon D and E upon F are any three rational number. Then we can say here A upon B plus C upon D plus E upon F is equal to A upon B plus C upon D plus E upon F. Thus addition is associative for rational numbers. They both are equal, so addition associative for rational number. Now we see associative property for subtraction. Multiplication is associative for rational numbers. Subtraction. Associative property for subtraction of rational number does not hold true. How? We can see. It means if A upon B, C upon D and E upon F are any three rational numbers, then A upon B minus C upon D minus E upon F is not equal to A upon B minus C upon D minus E upon F. Now for multiplication. For multiplication, while multiplying more than two rational numbers, they can be grouped in any order. Let A upon B into C upon D into E upon F is equal to A upon B into C upon D into E upon F. So multiplication is associative for rational numbers. We can say multiplication is associative for rational numbers. Now we will see associative property for division. If a upon b, c upon d and e upon f are any three rational numbers, then a upon b divided by c upon d divided by e upon f is not equal to a upon b divided by c upon d divided by e upon f. This means division is not associative for rational numbers. We can say division is not associative for rational numbers. Now, role of 0. What is the role of 0 in rational numbers? Now, 0 is called the identity for the addition of rational number. It is the additive identity for integers and whole numbers, because when we add 0 to a whole number, the sum is again that a whole number. For example, role of 0 क्या? Role of 0, when we add 0 to any number, the number will again become the same number. Role of 1. When you multiply any number by 1, the number become itself. So we can say that we find that when we multiply any rational number with 1, we get the back the rational number as the product. We can say 1 is the multiplicative identity for rational number. 1 is multiplicative identity for rational numbers. Now, next point, reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. If a and b is any rational number, then by which number would you multiply a upon b to get the product is 1? Now you can say we can say a rational number b upon a is called a reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of another rational number a upon b. When you a upon b, when you multiply it by number inverse, on solving we get 1 itself. Now Come to the exercise 1.1. Now, exercise 1.1, using appropriate properties, find. We have to simplify the question by the appropriate property. Exercise 1.1, question number 1. It is 7 upon 16 into 16 into 4 upon 11 plus 5 upon 7 plus 7 upon 16 into minus 5 upon 22. Now let's solve this. Now it will become 7 upon 16 into 4 upon 11 plus 7 upon 16 into minus 5 upon 22 plus 5 upon 7, using associative property. Now it will become 7 upon 16. Now we can see 7 upon 16 is here and also there, so we can take 7 upon 16 as common. We can take 7 upon 16 as common. Here it will become 4 upon 11 minus 5 upon 22 plus 5 upon 7. Now 7 upon 16. Now we will take LCM of 11 and 22. It will become 22, so we multiply by 11 into 2 and 4 by 2. It will become 4 into 2, 8 minus 5 upon 22 plus 5 upon 7. Next step, 7 upon 16, 8 minus 5, it will become 3 upon 22 plus 5 upon 7. Now multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. 7 into 3 will become 21. 16 to the 32, 2 carry 3, 16 to the 32 or 3, 35, 352 plus 5 upon 7. Now it will become, we take LCM of 352 and 7, it will become 21 into 7 upon 352 into 7, it will become 5 upon 7 into 352 into 352. Now on multiplying 7 into 21, it will become 7 into 7, 7 to the 14 plus same here 5 to the 10, carry 1, 5 to 25 or 1, 26, carry 2, 5 3 15 and 2 17, 1760 upon 352 into 7, it will become 7 to the 14, 4, carry 1, 7 5 35 and 1 36, carry 3, 7 3 21, 21 and 3 24, 2 4 6 4. Now on adding this number, it will become 7 0, we can add, say it will become 7, 6 and 4 become 10, carry 1, it will become 17 18 1 19 upon 2 4 6 4. This is our answer. Question number second. You can do it as a homework. Now question number second, find the additive inverse of each. Question number second, find the additive inverse of each. So we have to find the additive inverse of 5 upon 7. So we can write again 5 upon 7. The additive inverse of 5 upon 7 is minus 5 upon 7, because on adding both 5 upon 7 and minus 5 upon 7, we will get 0. So the additive inverse of 5 upon 7 is minus 5 upon 7. This is our answer. Now second part. Find the additive inverse of minus 7 upon 9. So directly we can say the additive inverse of minus 7 upon 9 is plus 7 upon 9, because on adding both these numbers we will get 0. Now question number third, you can do question part third and fourth as a homework. Now question number third, verify that minus bracket open minus x bracket close is equal to x for 5 upon 19. Now we can say question number third, first part, 5 upon 13. We have to prove minus x is equal to x. Now putting x is equal to 5 upon 19 in minus x equal to x. Okay, putting x is equal to 5 upon 19 in minus x equal to x. So we can say it is 5 upon 19, sorry. We can say minus bracket open minus, we can put x is equal to 5 upon 19 now minus cancel out, it will become plus 5 upon 19. So this 5 upon 19 is equal to this 5 upon 19 is equal to 5, sorry it is 5 upon 19. LHS is equal to RHS, left hand side is equal to right hand side, verified. Now Rest of the part you can do it as a homework. Now same question number 4. Find the multiplicative inverse of the following. Here we have find the additive inverse, and question number 4 we have to find the multiplicative inverse. This question you can also do as a homework. Now question number 5. Name the property of the multiplication illustrated by the following. So first we write down the question. 4th, 5th, first part. Minus 7 upon 16 into 16 minus 7 upon 16 into 12 upon 5 is equal to 12 upon 5 into minus 7 upon 16, first part. Second part, minus 5 upon 12 into 1 is equal to 1 into minus 5 upon 12 is equal to 5 upon 12. Third part, minus 5 upon 16 into 2 upon 9 into 7 upon 3 is equal to minus 5 upon 16 into 2 upon 9 into 7 upon 3. Now we have to name the property of multiplication illustrated by the following. Now we can see we have already studied the properties. Now this one is, we can remember this one is, which is commutative property. This one is multiplicative property. And this one is associative. I hope you will understand, and we will do next question in next video. Thank you.